Amazon rainforest, large tropical rainforest occupying the drainage basin of the Amazon River and its tributaries in northern South America and covering an area of 2,300,000 square miles, 6,000 square kilometers. Comprising about 40% of Brazil's total area, it is bounded by the Guiana Highlands to the north, the Andes Mountains to the west, the Brazilian Central Plateau to the south, and the Atlantic Ocean to the east. Amazonia is the largest river basin in the world, and its forest stretches from the Atlantic Ocean in the east to the tree line of the Andes in the west. The forest widens from a 200-mile, 320-kilometer front along the Atlantic to a belt 1,200 miles, 1,900 kilometer wide, where the lowlands meet the Andean foothills. The immense extent and great continuity of this rainforest is a reflection of the high rainfall, high humidity, and monotonously high temperatures that prevail in the region. Glimpse the Amazon rainforest's diverse wildlife, from anacondas and sloths to macaws and capybaras. Glimpse the Amazon rainforest's diverse wildlife, from anacondas and sloths to macaws and capybaras. Learn about wildlife of the Amazon rainforest, including macaws, toucans, tyrant flycatchers, capybaras, tapirs, sloths, squirrel monkeys, red howler, monkeys, jaguars, caimans, anacondas, tarantulas, leafcutter ants, scarlet ibis, and black skimmers. See all videos for this article. The Amazon rainforest is the world's richest and most varied biological reservoir, containing several million species of insects, plants, birds, and other forms of life, many still unrecorded by science. The luxuriant vegetation encompasses a wide variety of trees, including many species of myrtle, laurel, palm, and acacia, as well as rosewood, Brazil nut, and rubber tree. Excellent timber is furnished by the mahogany and the Amazonian cedar. Major wildlife includes jaguar, manatee, tapir, red deer, capybara, and many other types of rodents, and several types of monkeys. In the 20th century, Brazil's rapidly growing population settled major areas of the Amazon rainforest. The size of the Amazon forest shrank dramatically as a result of settlers' clearance of the land to obtain lumber and to create grazing pastures and farmland. Brazil holds approximately 60% of the Amazon basin within its borders, and some 583,000 square miles, 100,000 square km. Of this was covered by forests in 1970. Geography Central and Northern Andes, and Amazon River Central and Northern Andes, and Amazon River, the Central and Northern Andes, and Amazon River Basin and its drainage network. The Amazon Basin covers an immense area that extends from the Andes Mountains in Peru to the northeastern coast of Brazil, where the river empties into the Atlantic Ocean. It includes parts of the countries of Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Guyana, Peru, Suriname, and Venezuela. Although the basin's topography ranges from sea level to 6,500 meters, about 4 miles, above sea level, most of it, which includes the plateaus of the Brazilian Central Shield and the Guyana Shield, the Central Amazonian lowlands, and the Amazon Plain, is flat. The greater drainage basin may be divided into several sub-basins. Annual rainfall across the basin varies from 1,000 mm, 39 inches, to 8,000 mm, 3 inches, depending on location. Amazon Basin ecosystems. The Amazon Basin contains a diverse suite of ecosystems. The largest biome in the basin is the Amazon rainforest, which is made up of a complex mosaic of wetlands and forests. About 30% of the area covered by the Amazon Basin is wetlands of different types, which occur in both saltwater and freshwater environments and at sea level and higher elevations. Wetland types include mangrove marshes, swamps, white sand savannas, and seasonally flooded forested areas. Flooded lowland forests are divided into varzias, i.e., forested areas inundated annually by white water, which deposits suspended sediment on floodplains that add to their fertility, and igapo, i.e., forests flooded annually by black water, in which tannins and humic acid cause the water to appear darker and increase its acidity, that contain slow-growing trees and a few other plants. See also Amazon River. More than 2/3 of the Amazon basin are also made up of extensive areas of forests that do not flood. Such upland forests are called terra firme and include several forest types that grade from wet tropical forests at the basin's core to various types of tropical dry forests, which have long dry seasons punctuated by a short period of heavy rainfall. Seasonal forests, which are wet most of the year save for a marked dry period, and savannas on the northern and southern margins, and to montane forests in the Andes to the west. Cloud forests, characterized by heavy rainfall and persistent condensation, are found on the fringes of the Andes and in the unique high-elevation grassland and shrub communities in the Paramo, located along the basin's northern and western fringe, and in the Altiplano, the high plateau region of southeastern Peru and western Bolivia. After the Amazon rainforest, the largest biome in the basin is the Cerrado on Brazil's central plateau. This vast grassland region encompasses some 2,000 square kilometers, 770,000 square miles, and covers 1/4 of the country's land area. The savannas, palm swamps, grasslands, and forests of the Cerrado are home to 5% of the world's species of plants and animals. It serves as a large carbon absorber and is the source of water for 70–90% of the Brazilian population. Conservation deforestation of the Amazon basin. Deforestation of the Amazon basin forested areas cleared for agriculture. Since the soils of the basin lack nitrogen, phosphate, and potash and have high acidity, agricultural production lasts only a few years before new lands must be cleared. Despite their ecological richness, the forest regions of the Amazon basin are under constant threat of deforestation. See also Amazon rainforest. The acidic soils of the basin lack nitrogen, phosphate, and potash. Once cleared, their use for agriculture is short-lived, and they often become too infertile to farm in just a few years. Hydroelectric dams threaten to disrupt flooding cycles and permanently cover large areas in water. The Cerrado, which is less protected by conservation laws in Brazil than the rainforest, is particularly vulnerable to agriculture-related deforestation. Studies note, however, that cleared areas that are left undisturbed can recover over time, with secondary tree and shrub growth recuperating much of the soil's nutrient base in patches where they occur in fewer than 20 years. The Amazon rainforest is the world's richest and most varied biological reservoir, containing several million species of insects, plants, birds, and other forms of life, many still unrecorded by science. The luxuriant vegetation encompasses a wide variety of trees, including many species of myrtle, laurel, palm, and acacia, as well as rosewood, Brazil nut, and rubber tree. Excellent timber is furnished by the mahogany and the Amazonian cedar. Major wildlife includes jaguar, manatee, tapir, red deer, capybara, and many other types of rodents and several types of monkeys. Learn how the Brazilian government incentivized forest clearing in the Amazon for beef production and ranching. Learn how the Brazilian government incentivized forest clearing in the Amazon for beef production and ranching. Deforestation of the Amazon River basin has followed a pattern of cutting, burning, farming, and grazing. This process is then repeated on adjacent plots of land, steadily pushing back the borders of the Amazon rainforest. See all videos for this article. Behold the multitude of Amazonian arthropods, including spiders, scorpions, beetles, and mantids. Behold the multitude of Amazonian arthropods, including spiders, scorpions, beetles, and mantids. Among the arthropods of the Amazon rainforest are spiders, including orb weavers and tarantulas, scorpions, centipedes, millipedes, butterflies, wasps, rhinoceros beetles, Ponerine ants, mantids, and walking sticks. See all videos for this article. In the 20th century, Brazil's rapidly growing population settled major areas of the Amazon rainforest. The size of the Amazon forest shrank dramatically as a result of settlers' clearance of the land to obtain lumber and to create grazing pastures and farmland. Brazil holds approximately 60% of the Amazon basin within its borders, and some 1,583,000 square miles, 4,100,000 square kilometers, of this was covered by forests in 1970.